Finally, it's the weekend, and welcome to the Predictor stream. I'm buying time because I can't find the button. There it is. Good morning, good evening, or good night. I hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the Predictor stream, where it is the start of the new era. What are these names we've got? We've got result of the season, Spurs greater than Cooper FC. Probably gonna agree on that one.
Look at that, man. Look at that. The guy, how many lifelines? This guy was like a cat. This guy had 9 lives. All you needed was Spurs to come along, slap them up, exactly like I told you we would do. Exactly like I told you we'd do. And that was it. Marinakis was like, oh God, we need someone that's at least been at Spurs, that has the experience of being at a great stadium like that, a great club like that. Maybe, just maybe, he can make us as good as Tottenham, and we'll just bring one of their sloppy seconds along. And there's Nuno Espirito. And there you go. Congratulations.
Wait. Hold on. How can you be celebrating it? You should be embarrassed, man. You should be embarrassed. Because think about it. We lost to Everton. He didn't sack him. We got slapped by Fulham 5-0. He didn't sack him. Yeah. We couldn't beat crappy Wolves. He didn't sack him. Yet the one that vexed him so much was losing to Spurs. What does that tell you about Spurs, man? Seriously. Like, you're looking at it completely the wrong way. You're looking at it like an idiot, man. Literally, it's the complete opposite of your pitch just there.
Oh, man, it was just jealousy. He saw the flow. He saw the style of play. He saw what kind of club we are. And he thought, no. We have to be even half of what these guys are. I'll be happy. That's why you're bringing in Nuno in, man. Good luck with him as well, by the way. Can't tell you I'm the biggest fan. I'm not going to lie. But will it be an improvement on Cooper? Probably. At least you might lose a bit less boringly now.
Wait. So seriously, give us a quick synopsis on Spurs Nuno.
Oh, it'd be a very quick synopsis because he didn't last very long, did he? I mean, Conte came in like pretty much straight away. I mean, he started off hot. I'll give him that. I mean, we beat Man City, Arsenal. Like first, we were top of the table for like a very short period of time, but that's what Spurs always do. And then we eventually cracked. But he was okay for a short period of time. The fan base was never fully convinced. But to be honest, if we do look at what he's done for Wolves, he did a pretty damn good job there. I think 4 odd years there. I think long term it will be an improvement for you. Whether or not he'll be the one to sort of take you to that next level, only time will tell. Let's see, man. At least it's a change.
Let's be honest, though, it's not the most exciting of appointments, realistically. Oh, maybe it is compared to Cooper.
Pep to turn up.
Compared to Cooper, I mean, it is exciting, I guess. But look, when I say exciting, I mean, it's not like when Ange bowled up, man. It's not like you're going to get a guy that comes in, you're going to play expansive football, change the whole philosophy of how you play and never change game by game. That's not Nuno, man. But I think he's the right man for the job at this point. I don't think you need that guy right now. I think you need that guy after Nuno. If you see what I'm saying. So I think Nuno is going to do a decent job. He's going to come in. You're not going to see expansive football, man. You're not going to go from black to white, from Cooper to freaking Spurs. It's not going to happen. But I feel he'll come in, he'll steady the ship. And if you can replicate what he did at Wolves for a couple of years, then you move up and upgrade your manager again. So
yeah, if he can get them consistently mid-table, even that Crystal Palace sort of style, 12th, 11th, something like that. I think you're right. It's kind of like a stepping stone in between that and becoming sort of European qualification kind of contenders.
He did that with Wolves. What you're talking about?
He did it with Wolves. Yeah, he did it with Wolves. So why not? I mean, maybe. To be fair, he wasn't given the biggest chance at Spurs either. I mean, he probably could have gone on to turn it around a bit, but yeah. I mean, he was at Saudi. I mean, how many people are watching that league? I don't know too much about what happened there, but I know it. I mean, any change. I think any change at this point was good because it was just getting too. Too lackadaisical for Forest. It's getting a bit too same. I felt that Cooper had lost the dressing room a bit. Let's see what he does, man. Let's see what he does. Why not?
He's not top shelf. Let's just put it that way. He's pretty much failed at every big club he's went to. Obviously, he failed at Spurs.
What are you talking about? What he's
Did
been
nothing at
successful at
Valencia,
every club he's been.
Porto. He didn't what?
He was successful.
Well, he was successful at Valencia. I mean, he got in 4th place. Back then when he was at Valencia, they were looking for trying to challenge the top 2 of there. So he wasn't successful there.
That would class as challenging.
He was a year at Porto where he failed to win the title. So if you don't win the title there, you failed. And then he was only there a year anyway. His level is Wolves Spurs. I mean, that's his level. He's a good manager and he'll do a job at that level. And that's what I'm saying, basically.
What do you mean his levels? What do you mean Wolves Spurs? What do you mean Wolves Spurs?
Wolves Forest, sorry. Wolves Forest.
Okay, I was going to say.
I mean, I can't take someone seriously who celebrated winning the Champions League, last weekend, Nick. But all right,
Result of the season. Can you not deny to me? Neither of you can deny that was the result of the season. No one expected us to win. Even Luton beating Man City at the Etihad would be less of a shock than Man U coming out of Anfield with a point. I think we could all agree on that. That's what I thought.
You know what? You're embarrassing. You're just embarrassing yourself.
I agree. That's how much we've fallen that I'm actually saying that statement, and it's actually factually true because no one believed we would get anything out of Anfield, and we got a point. And that shows how much we've fallen, but it still doesn't change the point that it's an actual fact. So take it as what you want.
You just sound like all those Cooper cultists who were celebrating a draw at Wolves like we'd won the Champions League. Literally exactly the same parallel to your game with Liverpool.
Hey, come on. It's something to build on. We can build on that point now. We can kick on from there.
After Wolves? What happens to Cooper after Wolves? He lost his next game and got tossed, man. That's what's happening.
Well, that's it. If we get to West Ham and lose, then the point at Anfield is pointless, man. So we need to go to West Ham, back it up. Back that result up, man. 3 points, must.
Anyway, let me just do a couple of super chats quickly. And let's read some of the messages. Greg saying, even Wolverine's so fed up with the cult of Cooper. Lot starting to think they're a bunch of psychos. I mean, when I heard that they went to the training ground and laid flowers, I was it's crypto in here, man. That's gonna trigger crypto off. They literally laid flowers at the training grounds, man.
It should be a minute silence then at the weekend, Charlie.
Unreal. It really is. It really is. Are people still planning to sing Cooper's name throughout the match? Yeah. You'll be able to tell who the cultists are and who the Forest fans are.
That's the problem Nuno's going to have, man. He needs to hit the ground running, man. These fans are going to turn so quickly on him, man.
How are they going to turn? If they do turn, they're literally stupid. They're literally stupid. What are they going to say? If Cooper was there, he would have made it. Out of 4.
I told you the grass wasn't greener on the other side. We should have
told you, man. I told you we're 17th now, and now we're 16th. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, 17th is just a given in the Premier League. If you're behind Luton, Burnley, or Sheffield United, then you don't even deserve to be in the Premier League. It's just like, I don't know, man. If I was a Forest fan, I'd be semi-excited about this, just purely based on the experience that he's got at Wolves. He did do a good job there. And the thing is, the players that you've got, man, the players that you actually have on paper are better than I would argue probably the best. Probably in the top 12, I would say, of the league for sure.
That's the weird thing. At the start of the season, everyone agreed with you and said, "What a good squad you have." But when Cooper started doing badly, it's like, "Oh, this squad's just not good enough." It's really.
I don't agree with blaming the squad so much, man.
It's the cultists.
There was a lot. I was hearing a lot of, "Oh no, it wasn't Cooper. It was the signings and all this stuff." I think most of your players are pretty decent on paper, at least. But it's just got to be the setup. It's got to be how the tactics that the manager sets up. I reckon Nuno. I think he'll need a little bit of time. I know he started off well at Spurs, but I think to employ his philosophy into the team, get them passing it around. I think with us, he sort of played more of a 4-2-3-1 type of formation. It was semi-defensive, but it would still, more attacking than Cooper, to be fair. Let's see, man. I mean, I think you need to give him at least till the end of next season as well to properly implement his timing.
I don't think he'll take that long. I honestly don't think he's got to undo all the crap that's happened. Brandon with the £2. Why is Twist chatting shit again?
Where did I chat shit? Explain to me, please.
I mean,
And I'll like-
What's your run? What's your run of games?
Who?
God.
And you.
I mean, this is why I'm saying he won't hit the ground running, because Bournemouth, yeah, you might beat them. They're at home, whatever. Then you got Newcastle, Man U.
Yeah.
I mean,
you need to get that new manager bounce in the first 2 games, mate. Because you ain't getting
right. I am telling you right now, clip it. If we beat Bournemouth tomorrow, yeah, we will draw with Newcastle and we will beat Man U. I am telling you now, this game tomorrow is so big, right? Now, if we win it, it means we get 7 points. Now, if we lose it, you will see the Colts come out. You'll see the Colt come out. This game is huge tomorrow. It's huge.
Huge.
And I'm telling you, if they come out, it's like this flower crap, man. I'm sorry, but it's annoying me. Look, people can do what they want, yeah. But there are people dying out in Gaza, in Ukraine, in other wars, yeah. Why are they not laying flowers for them? They're laying flowers for a person who isn't dead. It just makes no sense. It literally makes no sense.
the thing is, even if you lose to Bournemouth, what's it been like 2 days? Realistically, I know we talk about the manager bounce, but it's a completely different style of play that you got to implement. So,
and to be honest, look, I think we could all admit Cooper kind of wanted to be sacked, man. He wasn't happy there. He was looking like he wanted to be sacked. Dead man walking for the last few weeks. You broke the news that he was obviously a bad relationship with Marinakis for weeks, months, years, however long he's been there. So I don't think he was happy there. I think it suited them both to get rid of him, and now it's just to start new. Fresh year.
But the other thing that annoys me, Nick, is that Cooper applied for the Palace job before they gave it to Vieira. Yeah, and
that shocked me then.
No, it didn't. It didn't shock me at all, to be honest. Because what shocked me is that he came out and said, "You'll have to drag me out of here on my hands and knees." Like, how can you be dragged out your hands and knees when you were ready to jump into Steve Parish's hands and knees?
Yeah, but what shocks me more is that actually happens. I didn't think that was a thing, man. Since when do clubs allow their managers? Oh yeah, just go have another interview with another club, see how you get on. Well, good luck with your interview, mate, and let us know how you get on.
That's a good point.
When does that happen, man? You get tapped up.
He would have had to have permission. He would have had to have permission.
Exactly. So that's crazy to me.
Sharky with the £6. Merry Christmas to all 3 of you. Enjoy this stream so much. We enjoy having you along, bro. Thanks so much for the £6. We will still be doing like videos over the Christmas period. Don't you guys worry. We'll still be here, apart from Twist. Go back up north, back up north. Could this be the rebirth of Christopher Wood? I doubt it. Who you got in that picture? Is that Jason Lee? Who's that in the picture? Oh, and is that Jason Lee next to you with his beard trimmed? Can't quite tell. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Can you summarize how Nuno Santos plays? I know you did a video, but can you sum it up? So very quick summary on Nuno, which we'll cover off on Grumpy Old Reds tonight. Basically, what he likes 2 sitting midfielders to protect the back 4. He really likes width. Like, he attacks with width. He wants overlappers down the wing. He usually inverts one of the wingers and pushes another one wide as well. And he will play. He doesn't like wasteful possession. He likes to make sure that possession is utilized and utilized properly. So, like, as Dave said, the song they had for him at Wolves was 5 at the back, fast attack. That was their song. I'm paraphrasing it, but that's roughly it. And Zaid, congratulations. Make sure you thank the legend that is Brandon, who's gifted you a membership. And Jan, our beloved Scandinavian, with the 100 SEK super sticker. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I hope you're all looking forward to your holidays, as technically this officially starts. It is Jason Lee. I thought so, but the beard looked really short. Met him in a pub at Newark whilst he was manager at Boston.
That's £8 apparently. 100 Swedish krona is £8.
Krona, yeah. I'm a United fan, but I'll be here. Don't worry, lads. Well, someone's got to keep Twist company. And I saw you asked, why do I hate Man U? Because one, of him, and secondly, growing up as a kid, every plastic person
ruined his childhood basically by winning everything. That's what he's trying to say.
Ruined my childhood, man.
Yeah,
it's just embarrassing to watch you with your brown envelopes, always complaining as well. So, all right, let's get into this. What are we doing again? Predictor stream. Okay, we gotta go through the leaderboard. Hopefully Ant's not here because he's been all week. He's been going. Make sure you run a predictor stream. Make sure you run a predictor stream. Don't forget to do the predictor stream. Don't forget to do the predictor stream. Da-da-da. But he's up to 4th in the league, man. Seriously. Like, how embarrassing is that for everyone else underneath him? I get a little echo from you still, Nick. Richard's still top. Crocodile moves up a place. Davey goes down a place. And some idiot goes 4th. Showit's up 3. KDC is down 2. Belafont up 2. Forever Forest down 2. Shanghai Noon down 2. And Yatesy in 10th. Estro with a huge jump up 14 places. And more importantly, Twist, you've made a move.
Yeah, moved up 5.
More importantly, he's back, baby. I'm back in the top 50. It is time to worry. I've hustled you guys all this time. And now the move happens from now. Me and Nuno coming back in line, back to being a happy clapper. Everything is in line. I can focus on football again properly. I'm doing it right now. Oh, he is here, the bellend. I knew he would be. Twist goes gonna suffer watching Scousers annihilate United.
What?
Nick, you're still echoing, man.
Wait, this is wrong. That's wrong. I'm 38th, man. You need to refresh your page or something.
Are you stupid, man? There was a game last night. You must have messed that up.
No, I didn't. I got an exact on that yesterday. I'm on 156 points. Yeah, exactly. I got an exact. You need to refresh your page, mate.
This is an official fresh page, so don't give me any of your crap. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this. And I did put a note out yesterday, so don't say I didn't try and help you lot. Palace were playing Brighton last night. And I actually went 2-1 to Brighton. I don't know how it changed it to 0-0, but I'll take it. I got a 1.5 out of it. You're 38th, Crypto. Brandon, everyone hates United here for some reason. It's not just here, bro. Breaking news to you. If you don't support Man U, you hate Man U. It's like the standard thing. Standard thing. Hey, all right, Ryan Santo, man. What's this about? What's this about? Stop it. Stop it. All right. Tonight, Aston Villa against Sheffield.
Can you call them Aston Villa? Can you call them that anymore?
What?
Can you call them Aston Villa anymore?
No, you can't. You can't.
You can't really, man. They're just.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was like, yeah, they're doing all right. You know, it's nice to see them doing all right. Now they get into the annoying stage. Now, when people
really
start
annoy me.
talking about titles and crap, I'm starting to get annoyed with them. I don't know. Some people say, all right, cool, they're breaking the whole Big Six thing. But this could have been Forest. That's the thing that annoys me, man. They were below us last season, man. Their manager.
I had to bring up Forest. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is embarrassing, man. Aston Villa are going to be top of the league by the end of tonight, man. I'm not enjoying that. That could have been Spurs, man. You want to about that could have been someone. That could have been Spurs. We've been above them for the last friggin' 15 years or something, man. Oh, but I mean, this is an absolute guaranteed win against Sheffield United at home. I was with Aston Villa. I can't stop saying that. Aston Villa. With Aston Villa, I always would have thought, oh, they won 3 in a row. There's no way they're winning 4, but this is just guaranteed these days. They're just playing too well, man. Is anyone really going to bet against them? I've gone something like 3-0. It's just I can't picture them being first in the league like just at Christmas time, man.
Loads of giving them 4, man. 4.
It's not going to last, though. Let's put it that way. We all know it's not going to last. It's not going to be a Leicester situation.
Why is it not going to last?
Yeah, look, how many times have Spurs been top of the league in the last couple of years? How many times have Spurs been top of the league at Christmas time? You know, in the last couple of years.
I agree with you. I agree that it's not going to last, but what I'm worried about is they linger, man. They linger in the top 4 race. Like Newcastle last year, lingering around, taking another spot in that top 4 hunt, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to be struggling to get 4th. And if Villa are still flowing, and Newcastle, and even Brighton, man, and even West Ham you could throw in there. They're not far away. So it's just another name in that clunge of teams around 1st to 8th, man. That is just another one.
The thing is, we had such a long spell of time where it was Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Man U, and Spurs and Chelsea. That was the top 6. No one else was going to finish in the top 6. Chelsea sometimes just randomly dropped off and then they'd win the league the next season, but whatever. It was always those 6 teams. Now I have to worry about Newcastle as well. I have to worry about stupid Aston Villa now. Brighton are floating as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just really the top 10 is just sort of interchangeable at the moment. Yeah, as you said, like,
the fifth spot, man. If fifth spot's not Champions League, it's going to be even tighter for them Champions League spots, man. And you've got to say Arsenal locked in, Liverpool are locked in, and Man City are locked in. So there's literally.
Wait, are you saying fifth is not? Are you saying if fifth is not Champions League?
At the moment, it doesn't look like fifth is going to get Champions League. So it's literally one space up for grabs between me and you, and then you've got Villa and Newcastle, Brighton to worry about.
I heard it was still likely, but yeah, I mean, either way, you need to target that fourth spot either way. But yeah, just having another team there. Every season, we just seem to be adding another team into that potential fourth or fifth spot place, and it's just really annoying, man. And then next season, we're going to have Forest up there as well, apparently, man. So we need to watch out for them.
We don't talk about Nuno, no.
Stop trying to implement your own songs, man. It's not gonna catch on.
I mean, that one doesn't even make sense. Why would you not want to talk about him, man, if he's the next best thing, man?
All right. We want to talk about Nuno.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I mean, he doesn't want other teams to steal him, you see. That's
exactly. Delete the legend elite with the 5 gifted. You absolute legend. Merry Christmas, everyone, and to you and to everyone in the chat. Will it be merry tomorrow? That's the question. Patrick, show some love to delete the elite. Fraser, show some love. Cuz, show some love. Aquatic, welcome back into the memberships fold. And Benter Entertainment, show some love.
Bentertainment, man. Bentertainment.
I'm tired. Make sure you show some love to delete the elite, the absolute legend. Fix your microphone, Wolverine. What's wrong with my mic? Am I too loud?
It's fine for me.
You're the one that changed all the settings today, man. So it's probably you.
Anyway, I've gone 4-0. What are you not saying?
Yeah, it's lock of the week, man. I mean, Sheffield United used their new manager bounce. It went already at Chelsea. It's just a matter of how many. 3 for me. Kind of clean sheet.
All right, West Ham, Manchester United, after winning the Champions League last week at Anfield, can they
12:30 kickoff? It's key.
It's 12:30, man. This is must win for me. Like I said, if we don't back up last week's game-changing result of the season last week, getting a point out of Anfield that no one else has done all season, we did it. We got a point out of there. Brilliant result. Could have been more if Højlund could finish, but I'll take it. And we'll bowl into this game and we've got to win, man. I mean, they just got annihilated by Liverpool at Anfield there. Was it Wednesday night, 5-1 or whatever? So
why is it must win? Sorry, Twist.
It's must win because it's just pointless not winning, losing to West Ham after getting a decent result last week, man.
You nearly said beating Liverpool. That you nearly said it.
We nearly did, man.
But you don't mean must win in terms of repercussions if you don't win.
For me, must win. Nah, no repercussions. That draw at Anfield. If we got annihilated at Anfield, then maybe you can talk about a new manager, but he'll survive now. So not even talking about Ten Hag out. So we have to win this game. We've still got a lot of injuries, man. Evans is still going to be playing at centre back tomorrow. We need to find some goals, man. I just don't know where we find goals in this team right now. Højlund just looks.
All right, can we talk about her? But can you hear me now? I've changed to say, is that better?
It's fine, man. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, when I'm gonna come to you this simple as right. When can we start talking about Højlund being a flop?
I mean, has he even scored in the Premier League yet?
Nope, 0.
Because I heard like Richarlison when he came to Spurs, everyone was kicking. Oh my god! It's the exact same story. I mean, this Højlund guy scored in the Champions League. Richarlison scored in the Champions League. He hadn't scored in the Premier League. But the thing is, we know that Richarlison can do it in the Premier League. I mean, the question is going to have to come up soon. Can Højlund actually do this in the Premier League? Because, I mean...
Slightly different career path.
What's the difference? I mean, Richarlison was injured a lot of the time as well.
But Richarlison was, 5-6 years older when he joined Spurs. 2, he'd already played in the Premier League. Højlund hasn't. So there's a lot of differences here, man. In his first year, he was injured off the bat to start with. Look, the talent is there, man. He's shown that in the Champions League. He's shown great goals. He's got both feet in the Champions League. So he's proven he can score goals. He just needs that first goal, man. It's a bit like Forlan. You remember Forlan went like 28 games without a goal for Man U, and then he finally got it against...
It's not like he went on a tear after that.
He did go on a tear elsewhere once he left.
The only thing he No, do you remember it? The only thing he tore was his shirt, man. He just whipped that
He
off.
whipped off his shirt and he can get back on.
Yeah. Didn't even get a yellow for it back then. But Fulham was a quality player, man. There's similarities there. I think Højlund will come good, man. He just needs that first goal. Hoping you two have forgotten about the bet we had at the start of the season that who would get the most goals are Højlund, Richarlison, and Awoni. But anyway.
That looks like
going by games to goals. Yeah.
We're going by Champions League games count as well, weren't we? So that's fair.
We're going by games to goals. We're going by games to goals.
Okay, count Champions League then.
Was that okay?
In the Premier League.
No, we paid too much for him, man. It's like the Anthony thing. If we'd have paid 35 million for Anthony, people wouldn't even be complaining about how crap he is now. It's the same with Højlund.
All right, Nick. Let me ask you this, Nick. Right? Is Sorry Miss Jackson crap?
From what I've seen, yeah. But again, he's older. Jackson is older. He's like 25, isn't he? Højlund is only 20, man. He's had 1 year at Atlanta where he didn't even score that many goals, but he played good football. We bought the potential. That's all we bought was potential. Don't look at the price tag because we're stupid at price tag.
I'm not looking at the price tag. I asked you who's better, Sorry Miss Jackson or Højlund?
I would rather have Højlund. For one, he's younger. For two, I think he's got a higher ceiling. I mean, I don't know what you see in Jackson that you think he's better than Højlund.
Oh, I see nothing in Jackson. That doesn't. If I think Jackson's better than Højlund, it doesn't make Jackson good.
Okay, so your philosophy is then if someone plays bad in the 16 games we've played so far this season, it's a write-off. They're crap. So Sangare is crap now. That's what you're saying then, basically.
Sangare is not a striker.
So it has to be a strike to compare it.
I literally asked you about goals here and who's better between Jackson and Højlund.
No, you literally said which player is better. You literally said which player is better. And I'm asking you to say what's the difference between comparing a new guy that's come to the Premier League like Sangare with Højlund. They both started badly, and yet you're not writing off Sangare. So why should I write off Højlund?
One, for two main reasons. One, his manager was Cooper, and secondly, that manager
You sound like Cooper.
If you played Højlund in defence, would that be the right thing to do?
I thought you prefer Cooper to Ten Hag, didn't you?
What?
You prefer Cooper to Ten Hag, don't you? Unless you're saying Ten Hag's better.
And Jackson's 22. Thank you very much, Forrest. Then that's
why you're 2-3 years older.
Try that excuse.
Catching the straws of that one.
Exactly.
I'll give it to Wolverine though. That so far on that bet, he's actually winning with Awoni. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you very much.
Richarlison and Awoni have got 4 goals each, but Awoni's played less.
Let me ask you this then, Supplies. Would you rather have Højlund or Awoni at Spurs? Factor in their age, Awoni again a bit older, not as much higher ceiling. Honestly, from
if I'm being honest, I would take Højlund for now, just because of the potential factor. And I don't like I don't like those slow, sort of sluggish, chunky running guy. Slow running.
Wait. You would take the potential factor over the actual factor.
But I wouldn't say Awoni's actual factor, man. I mean, he scored like 4 bubble. He scored like 4 bubble goals, man.
Really? He scored 7 in a row in a Cooper formation. He's an absolute chiseled beast, and he's pacey. Yes, he can Bambi up on ice every now and again, right? But no chance. It's not even a comparison.
It sounds like when Awoni's back. Sounds like when Awoni's back, you're going to be going for Champions League spots.
Definitely according to the Cooper cult, man. Awoni is the reason he got sacked.
The simplest way to put it is Højlund has the potential to be world class. Does Awoni have the potential to be world class?
Oh my god! No. That was like you used to go on about Malcada being potential. Greenwood generation.
Martial. He still goes on about Martial.
Januzaj. Do you remember what was that aubergine guy called?
Obertan.
Yeah, Bebe. Should we go through this potential list of yours? Yeah. So are you really going to go for potential or actual scorers?
I'd go for Højlund every day over Awoni, man. I mean, look.
I'm basing it on a couple of those Champions League goals. He ran through on goal. He had a bit of pace about him. Took around the keeper. Yeah.
If the club was run,
I'm not going to see Awoni do that.
If our club was run properly, he would be the understudy to a main striker, a Kane, or a freaking Bet365 Tony. But not. We've got no one else there. Martial.
All right, so just stop there. So you say he's an understudy at Taiwo is main man study. Yeah, your argument's stupid.
He's the
Your
main man at
argument is
Forest,
stupid.
man. He's the main man at Forest. I mean, that's all I need to say. So,
Yeah, even Chris had potential once. Yeah. All right. Anyway, what are you saying the score on this is? I got such an itch on my
I
shoulder.
don't even know what we're talking about anymore. West Ham,
Man U.
I'm going in with confidence, man. I'm not. Last week, I feel dirty. I feel disgraced. I actually put us down to lose that game. So I'm obviously going to back us to win this one. Not comfortable, not with a lot of goals because we don't score them and we'll probably concede. So I'm going to go 2-1.
Yeah. Friggin', you know what, Nick? Taiwo has scored more goals at Old Trafford this season than your boy Højlund, man. Seriously.
Well, then you're happy. Then you've got the best striker in the Premier League. You don't need Højlund, man. So what are you complaining about?
You don't understand. Like,
are you just pissed off that Mo just said he'd rather have Højlund?
It's like the best striker in the Premier League or crap. Like, or it's like
I just asked the neutral. I asked the neutral in this conversation who would he rather have, and he picked Højlund.
Stop trying to pivot.
If that's pissed me off, fair enough.
No, you're just pivoting. You're not understanding a simple argument. You're just not understanding a simple argument. Because I've said Taiwo is better than your crap. Suddenly, I think he's the best striker in the league.
No, I'm literally saying Mo agreed with me that Højlund is better. He would rather have Højlund. What? I don't know what you're arguing, man.
I said Taiwo has scored more goals at Old Trafford than your crapster Højlund, and your response was, "Oh, now Taiwo's the best striker in the Premier League."
So that criteria makes Awoni a better striker than Højlund just because he scored more goals at Old Trafford this season.
Do you understand? I was piss taken out of Højlund. I made no other claim about Taiwo. I never once said best striker in the league, and you jumped to this mammoth conclusion.
What conclusion?
You don't even remember the words you said, man. You said, "Oh, Taiwo's the best striker in the league now, is he?"
No, I said you're happy with Taiwo. Then you backed up your statement by saying you think he's a better striker than Højlund. I don't know what you're trying to say is, man.
Are you saying you didn't say it? Are you saying you didn't say
what?
It?
What did I say?
Oh, Taiwo is the best striker in the Premier League.
Is he the best striker in the Premier League? Do you think that?
You said it, man.
Oh, just move on, man. Who cares?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't understand what we're arguing here.
Exactly. Anyway.
All we know is that he's better than Awoni.
You got the last word, so it must be true.
Last word.
Give me your score prediction.
2-1.
I'm going West Ham now because you pissed me off, man.
Yes.
West Ham.
I'm going for a draw on this one. I think it'll be a decent match. Score. I mean, I don't like these lunchtime kickoffs as well. Man. I always feel like someone starts off slow, and hopefully it'll be Man U. I'm going 2-2.
Who the hell's Simon? Is Simon your brother, Wolverine? What, Simon Jones?
FFTV.
Brothers from different mothers, man. Oh, you mean him? Yeah, him, not the white one, the one underneath. Yeah, he's my brother. Yeah.
Why am I called Simon?
White with you,
Hi, Simon.
I'll take Simon. I don't whatever.
All right. Speaking of Simons, Fulham versus Burnley. God, this is an ugly match. This is an ugly match, man.
Is it though? Is it? Fulham have been decent, man, recently.
Well, because they beat Forest 5-0. I mean, freaking.
They beat West Ham. They beat West Ham, who you think are gonna beat Man U. But again, I don't want to jump on your argument. You say Man U are good all of a sudden, blah blah blah. Anyway, I mean, Fulham have been okay. They lost to Newcastle, who are like not exactly on hot form at the moment, but Newcastle's Newcastle. For me, they're at home. Burnley are just. I'm just so done with Burnley, man. I was giving them sort of the benefit of the doubt every week, and mainly because they have company and everyone was bigging them up so much last year. I just find it just boring, man. Boring Burnley. I have no interest in them. They're going down. I'm going to go Fulham 1-0 on this one.
Yeah, this is the kind of games that Fulham win, man. The games they're meant to win at home, they usually end up winning. So, like Burnley, I don't get why Company don't get more stick than the other managers, man. They've started atrocious. Yeah, he's still just no pressure on him at all. Not even talks about him getting the sack. So, yeah, I think Fulham will win this one. They're not going to score 5 again, I don't think, but I'll go with a narrow 2-1 Fulham victory.
2-1. Burnley going to score. Interesting.
I kind of want to give Burnley a win, but I don't think they will. I might go draw on this one. Quick draw. Luton versus Newcastle. They're gonna
Oh,
be
man.
fired up after that.
Yeah,
Tom
man.
Dugan's heart
This
attack.
is the old heart attack factor we got to factor in here, whatever it was. Cardiac arrest factor, man. This is key. That is going to inspire them, man. They're going to be up for
there's
this
a cardiac arrest rule as well.
Yeah, so there's a cardiac arrest rule, 100%.
I've never been privy to that one. I didn't know about that one.
Doesn't happen very often. It's a rarity, but
yeah, Denmark did it when
you got to fight for the team members and stuff.
Ericsson went down as well. So.
I can't remember the guy that had.
By the way, like, hold on. There's like 150 in here and 30 likes. I mean, come on, man. Where else are you going to see 3 idiots arguing about pointless things?
Maybe they don't like you, man. Maybe they don't like you. You chat so much crap. Why would they even like it?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right. You're right.
That's what I dislike. No, I'm joking.
Dislike it as well. By the way, anyone who dislikes the video, thank you very much, because that helps with the algorithm as well. Doing nothing is the annoying thing. So either like or dislike it. We're good either way.
I think the thing is with Luton, I mean, if we look who they've lost to, I mean, they've gone down sort of fighting, they've gone down swinging, and Newcastle are not in great form. Does that mean we suddenly... Do we take a risk? Do I take a punt on Luton? Surely not.
Since when is this a collective, man? It's like...
I don't know. I'm trying to hopefully encourage everyone, and then I'll do the opposite or something. But
haven't Forest got? You've got Newcastle on Boxing Day. So what do you want them to do as a Forest perspective? Do you want them to lose or do you want them to win? I mean, they've got to start getting tired, man. I feel like every time I see Newcastle playing the same 11 players every game, man. And
they've got a lot of injuries, man.
I probably want Newcastle to win 1-0 and Bruno Guimaraes to rip his hamstring. That's probably the ideal situation for me.
No, you don't want him to rip his hamstring. You want him to have a slight knock on his ankle, so he's out of your game, but then plays the other games where you need Newcastle to win.
Or he gets sent off.
What's his name? Who was the one that scored the worldie against you? Shah, wasn't it? That worldie last season.
Oh, yeah. From the right side of the box. I remember that.
What a strike.
That was 2-0, wasn't it, that game after that?
Yeah.
After that worldie. Yeah. Don't know.
Him and Wilson, I think. Can't remember.
I'm torn on this one, man. I can't go. The thing is, if I go Luton, I'm going to look like a right mug afterwards, man. When everyone else.
Man. I want him injured, Paul. I'm sorry. I know it sounds horrible, but I just care about Forest now. Jinxed the hamstring.
Red card was more politically correct.
Injury's fine, mate. I'm not.
Why would you want Bruno out of the other games, especially if Newcastle are going to come up against, like I don't know, an Everton or Luton?
I want him out for the season, man. I agree with Wolverine. I want him out. Every best player of every club, other than Man U, I want to get.
Yeah, but for Man U, that's a different story. They're not competing with Newcastle.
Yeah, they are.
Gives you more chance.
Forest are competing with Newcastle.
No, Man U.
Yeah, that's what I agree with Twist that I could see him. He wants the best players out. But why would you want the best players out? You want Newcastle to have the strongest team out so they beat your competition.
I only can see the next match. I don't look any further than that. It's not my problem after that. It's not my problem, man. Like, if Bruno gets injured and then who we got after Man U? I mean, what player would I want injured at Man U?
You're not going to say
no one. You don't want anyone. You want to play that same team.
Yeah, you don't rate anyone at Man U, man. You want people
Maguire. Fit. I will take Maguire being the top of his fitness form. That's what I'll take, right?
You want Mount fit. You want Maguire fit, man.
McTominay. Yeah.
You want them all fit.
Exactly. Newcastle have actually got a horrible run. Actually, even looking at it, after this, they've got then Forest, obviously. Okay, not horrible. They've got a lovely 2-game run, and then they've got Liverpool, Man City, Villa, and they play Luton again. Luton and the Forest again, back to back. That's weird.
Yeah, these game fixtures.
They flip it. They mirror it. Okay.
Quite earlier. All right, I'm gonna go Newcastle to win 1-0 and Bruno to get out. I'm gonna feel so bad if he gets a hamstring injury now. But it is what it is.
I'm going draw, man. I'm going draw on this one.
Draw, really? Right. Okay, they're gonna fight it out.
All right, ladies and gents, we come to the main event. Get those happy clapper hands up. It's Nuno time. Nuno.
The problem you've got, though, man.
He's got no limit. What?
Does the new manager boost get counteracted by the cult of Cooper fans that are going to show up to this game and just be backing Cooper and singing Cooper's name?
Breed, man.
Is that going to counteract the new manager boost?
I'd be surprised if they turn up. They're probably house shopping down in Crystal Palace right now, man. It's like you know they're
getting the Palace job, man. He should
checking.
not get another Premier League job. I swear he'll be back in the Championship. I'll be back at Swansea this time next year, 100%.
It's going to go Burnley, man.
I was thinking this, yeah. I don't think he gets the Palace job because obviously he's been rejected for it already. I think he may get the Burnley job.
Burnley, man. Burnley just suits him to a team. But will he take that? I don't think he'll take a team that guaranteed to go down.
What else is he going to get?
That's just
like, seriously. Without Palace, yeah. Name the other team you realistically think Cooper could get in the Premier League. I can't see outside. I mean, there's some cultists that are like
Brentford, Fulham, but
you're talking about styles of play. He would slot in at like a West Ham. He would
Brentford.
He'd slot in at Luton potentially as well. He'd probably slot in at Everton, just not based on style of play. I don't think he'll go to any of these ones. Maybe Luton, but
I think he'll go to the Championship and try and bring someone up again.
100%.
I don't know. Look, I think maybe West Ham would take him because their owner is cheap, yeah. But I guarantee you, if he went to West Ham, that lot would turn on him so quickly once they see his style of football.
But why would he go to it? Why would West Ham want him?
They do want him. They do want him because he's cheap.
I don't get why the West Ham fans turn on Moyes so much, man. They're up and down this season with their results.
That's what I'm saying, Nick. That's what I'm saying. It's the style of football. Cooper is Moyes' understudy in terms of stylistic play.
Yeah.
So I can see that happening.
I don't know. Like I said, I think we'll be back in the Championship. But let's bring it back to this game. Bournemouth. Hot form, man. They beat us 3-0, absolutely destroyed us. Played us off the pitch. Well, not played us off the pitch. They played the right tactics and got the result. But then they had the game against Luton, which was a bit hit and miss for them, man. I feel like they might, if the game had continued, they probably would have won it. I didn't watch all of it, but from what I saw, they weren't playing that great, man. Not compared to what
Luton were decent, yeah,
in the previous one. So I'm not really sure what to expect from this Bournemouth team. Are they going to get any kind of cardiac arrest kind of factor here? Maybe, you don't know.
Yeah, but they would have the opposite one, wouldn't they? They were like distraught, so they played against it.
They should feel guilty. They should feel guilty.
But it's not like they did anything to him. He literally just collapsed on his own, man. So,
they made him run.
They made him run, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I think the new manager bounce is going to be too strong, even for the factors I said about the crowd, the Cooper boys. I think the new manager bounce is going to kick in. It's going to be strong. This is the right fixture. You're at home. I'm going Forest win 2-0.
Let me just add one more stat for you. Bournemouth have won 3 away games in a row, so surely they can't win 4 in a row.
Is there a 4 in a row rule?
I feel like 4 is pushing it. Man. And that's 3 out of all they've got all their away wins in a row now.
What were them away wins though? One was at Sheffield United, I remember. There was one at Palace.
Let's have a look. You got Sheffield United, Palace, and Man U. So the 3 worst teams in the league they've beaten away from home.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then they beat Newcastle and Burnley at home. I mean, that's some pure red they had there, man. I'm just cockily confident, man. But I am crapping myself. Because honestly, we win this win isn't 3 points. This win is 7 points. I'm telling you now. You heard it here first. Draw Newcastle, beat Man U if we win this one.
Okay. I'm not even discussing it. He's saying guaranteed 7 points if you win this game.
Yeah.
So I thought you only look at the next game. You just said that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, and?
But now you're looking at the next 3 games.
Well, they're kind of all within a week's space, so I'm looking at the 1 week.
Okay, that's changed now. And I'll be honest, if I was a Forest fan, I'd be a bit annoyed here because I'm getting the new manager bounce, but I'm getting it against Bournemouth. I mean, I rather would have been seeing someone like a West Ham, a Brighton, someone like that we can just possibly, we wouldn't have beaten before. I feel like you should be beating Bournemouth anyway. I know they've had a bit of a streak, but you're at home.
They're our bogey team, man.
Yeah, you've had issues with them even in the Championship, but I mean, I don't know. The problem is that you're just going to waste your manager bounce on this and then just struggle against
Yeah,
Newcastle and
that's
Man U. It's
worry.
just a bit of a waste.
No, I don't agree with that. I think if you this level of club, the new manager bounce, as long as it's not a top team, you take it. Because if it's a top team and you lose it, and then you lose.
You're going to lose
manager
anyway.
bounce, it's a waste. I think anyone.
I'd rather have a West Ham or a Brighton, use it on them, and then come to a Bournemouth.
I think you're saying max out your capacity of your new manager boost.
Yeah. This is only using like 50% of your new manager bounce.
Maybe.
You should be beating them anyway. I don't care about their streak. So for me, yeah, go on.
I was going to say, like, if you look at even Sheffield's boost, they didn't get it off the bat. They lost to Liverpool at home.
That's what I'm saying. It's a top team. It doesn't count, man.
And then they beat Brighton. They got their manager boost on Brighton. Then they've got.
That's why I say. That's why I say you want to play a Brighton or a West Ham or something like that. But for me, I mean, I know we always talk about the manager bounce, but this has literally been like 2 days. How much realistically can he do? It might be a case of the players showing up, trying to prove a point to Nuno that I want to be in the first team. That might just be enough for me. And I'm going to give you a 2-0 victory. And I hope the Forest fans...
I had 2-0 as well in my head. For God's sake, man. Chad, what are you going on this score?
I just hope the Forest fans stick. I mean, look, there will be those people that would... Cooper FC people. But at the end of the day, Forest fans are smart enough to know at the end of the day, you got to back who's your manager at the time. They'll eventually turn to support him.
Or move to London.
Did
you go 2-0 as well, Nick?
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake. Has it ever worked when we've all been in agreement?
I just think the clean sheet is just coming out of Nuno's... I won't call him defensive manager like the other day. I don't think he's defensive, but I feel like he knows... He sets up... He's more of a reactive manager than a proactive, I'd say. He looks at the team he's playing and sets up the team specifically for that game. So I think he'll know what to do in this game, and I think he will get a clean sheet.
That was his main issue, though, to his Spurs. I mean, our main complaint with him was we didn't score enough goals. So, I mean, let's see how he fares at Forest. But
yeah, but I don't.
But we did win I think it was like 8 or 9 out of 17. Despite against that, if Forest can get that kind of turnaround, then that's more than enough.
Yeah, but you lot were complaining because he was winning 1-0, right? If we win 1-0 next 3 games, I won't be complaining.
That's what I'm
saying. And the other thing, he came after Mourinho had just managed us as well, which is probably similar to what Cooper's doing. But the mindset was already in that sort of camp at the back.
When Van Gaal left Man U, and I hated watching Man U under Van Gaal, and then we got Jose in. It's like Jose's not the most free-flowing style of football, but anything was better than Van Gaal ball. I feel like the Forest fans are thinking that same now. Well, some of them are. Anything was better than Cooper ball. So it's not going to be impressively attacking football, but I feel like it's going to be better style play.
I don't ever remember watching Wolves at the time thinking they were boring at that time. It was kind of the opposite when they had, Raul Jimenez and Jota and all those guys, and Adama running. They were decent to watch.
And speaking of Jota, just saying, we may have a video coming up on Jota. It may be related to some transfer news. If you know why I'm doing this, you know. But yeah.
Surely, I hope you're not talking about Diogo. But anyway, I'll watch the video.
You'll have to watch the video. All right, let's move it on to Spurs Everton.
Oh, we can make this quick.
What do you think?
Who do these guys think they are, by the way, this crappy little streak?
Yeah, they're starting to annoy me now as well.
I love how Forest were the Kickstarter, man. They're the catalyst for all of this, man. But the problem... Yeah, go on.
No, for both teams. We sorted you out, we sorted them out, yeah?
We beat Newcastle, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, I feel for Everton's sake, look, man, we just spoke about 4 wins in a row. It's time to burst the bubble for them. Now, they're not going down. They've done really well to counteract the 10 points, but they've come up against a really motivated team who are back in our stride currently. We're getting back from some of the injuries. Unfortunately, Van der Ven is still a little while out, although he started training again. Once Van der Ven and Maddison come back, I think we're going to make that really strong push for the top 4, hopefully. But as it stands, we just sort of need to muddle our way through it. I mean, Basuma got stupidly sent off, so we don't have him. I think this is probably not a bad game to have him banned for, though. And the problem is they're all going to Africa. Him and Sarr are going off to Africa soon as well. So we better hope we don't have any more central midfielder issues.
He's
But
out
anyway,
for 4 matches, isn't he? So he is gone. You're not seeing Basuma.
Oh, we're not seeing him until he's back from pretty much. So I think Højbjerg will do the job. Bentancur came back from injury and then got immediately injured thanks to freaking Matty Cash. He's out till February.
One of our own.
Yeah, one of our own. But yeah, I think just on form alone, I know they've won 4 in a row, but it's just a style of play, man. The Ange ball at home, it's just too much for Everton, man. I think it's too much for anyone at the moment. Yeah, Kulusevski, although I'm not his biggest fan, I'm still not his biggest fan, but I do think he plays better in that central role because on the right, he's just too obvious, man. He's the most one-footed person I've ever seen. Always on his left foot. He's always going to cut back on that left foot. So at least when he's in the middle, he can spice it up a bit. Richarlison, we made, you made a joke of him earlier, but he is a form player. If he's on form, if he's scoring goals, his confidence is out the roof. And and this is against Everton as well. So he'd love a goal here. I think we're going to win 2-1 on this one.
What are you saying?
2-0 or 2-1?
2-1 for me. We're still susceptible at the back, I feel.
That's the thing, man.
We've got Davies. Romero's a bit of a wild
Davies
spark.
has been all right, man.
Davies he's a solid squad player. He comes in and does the job. But he is no Van der Ven. Van der Ven, beast pace, man.
That's the thing. Who's going to replace? Is Hotspur coming in then? Is he going to be playing?
It must be Højbjerg. Yeah.
I mean,
Skip got subbed on, but I can imagine. They're both kind of the same, man. They just sort of pass the ball left and right. It's not really they make a difference.
We know how the game's going to go. Spurs are going to dominate. They're going to create a lot of chances in this first half. Again, it's key, like we said in other games, man. If you get that early goal, you break them down, get a couple of goals before half time, then you're going to win comfortably. But if they frustrate you for long enough and you be not taking your chances like you have a few times at home this season against Villa and Newcastle, then they have got the threat on the counter because people like McNeil, who else scores to them recently?
They got Harrison. Your boy Harrison.
The Anana scored the other day for them.
Anana scored the other day.
The actual good Anana in the Premier League.
Anana. He's what? Linked to Arsenal. Yeah, he got linked to Man U a few times as well, man. I don't think he's gonna go.
It's all about because Spurs so many times, even in this period where we've had loads of injuries, we'll go up 1-0 and we'll just miss a crucial second goal, which would have won us the game. We haven't been playing that bad despite all these injuries, honestly. It's really frustrating because otherwise we would have been pushing for the league at this point. But not saying that it would have lasted. I'm just saying we would have been up and around there.
Did you say Johnson's fit? Because he went off, didn't he?
It was concussion.
Concussion, so he's in around.
I don't know if he'll be playing, actually. We need to see.
I'm going to back Spurs because I feel like it should be a home win, man. Like I say, Everton, they're not going to win every week. They're not that good enough. So I'm going to go...
They can't go 5 in a row, surely.
I'm just going to go 3-1 as well.
Oh, why'd you go 3-1, man? All right, let's move on to the... probably the prestige match of the weekend. Chat, what are you thinking on this one?
Stinks of the draw.
Should we start with Klopp?
That was me, Twist, man. That was me. My immediate thought was draw, man, just because I'm a baby.
Stinks of a draw, man.
Can we start with Klopp, Jurgen Klopp, and the whole Anfield?
He's losing the plot, man.
If you don't want to shout, don't come, or whatever he said. Give your ticket to someone else.
Let's come out and change this tune today. This is like 99.5% of the time. I love being here. It's quite funny.
He's been getting frustrated.
Anfield was quiet against Man U. I don't know whether it's because the game was poor or whether they just thought it was going to be a guaranteed win. And when they didn't score early, they got frustrated. But that was the quietest. Like Gary Neville said on commentary, it was one of the quietest freaking Man U Liverpool games at Anfield I've ever heard. So bringing it to this game, Arsenal are going to offer a lot more up front than what we did at Anfield. So they're going to have to defend a lot better, man, because I still feel like Liverpool are leaky, man. They're leaky, and they're not been really... Out of the top teams, I don't think they've been playing that great compared to some of the other ones. I don't think they've been playing as good as Villa. I don't think they've been playing as good as Arsenal or Spurs.
I don't think Arsenal have been playing great either.
Better than Liverpool, I'd say, though.
Better than Liverpool have been getting results. But that's probably a worrying. I mean, Liverpool in this title race.
As of now, 100%. You got to say, yeah. Whether I think they're going to win it, that's another question. But I don't know, man. It just seems like a draw. It's just so got draw like a 2-2 or something like that, man. Good game. 5:30 kickoff just before Christmas. They'll both probably be happy with the draw, I'd expect. Maybe Liverpool less though, just after they drew up to us. But Arsenal probably would be happy with the draw right now. I don't know.
I think they'd both take it. I feel like they'd both take the draw. They just think, we'll get the points elsewhere. Yeah, Klopp's been frustrated these last few weeks, man. You see him in interviews all the time.
Actually,
That guy that had a little jab at the 12:30 kickoff thing, he started kicking off at him, and I think it is relating back to they should, in theory, be clear at the top. With the team that they have, and how they used to play, and how everyone else is sort of messing up. They should really be a little bit clear at the top, but. They're just beginning silly results, silly draws. I think this might be another draw for me. I'm going to go. I had put 2-2 as well before. So I think I'm going to stick with that. Stick with my guns.
I got a Statman John for you here, man. Liverpool haven't beaten a top 6 team, as in the big 6 team this season.
Let's make a big song and dance about that like they do when it's Man U stats.
And Man U goes all the way down to the top 9, man, and it's not even a big 6.
And now we've got that solid point, man. We're on the board. We're moving.
You didn't win.
Point to point.
I don't know about this one. I kind of...
You want to go Arsenal, don't you?
I think I want to go Arsenal.
It's not going to be 1-0, is it? Come on. It's going to be a basketball game.
All right, well, if you know it's not going to be 1-0, please enlighten me with what the score will be, oh Mystic Mo.
I'm just saying, it's more like a basketball game with these two, isn't it? They're just quite attackive. Attackive? Is that even a word? But
I don't know.
I'm going to stick with 1-0. That's fine. Go for it.
I'll take the from my perspective. Wolves, Chelsea. Okay.
And then PE teacher versus fraud manager. Wolves, Chelsea. I don't know how to predict either team. I don't know how to predict either team.
Well, my boy's going through a little bit of a bad run, man. The West Ham games, just classic West Ham counter-attacking after Wolves are dominating. My boys just struggle to score goals, man. They need freaking, what's his name, back in town, Neto, man. I don't know.
He's a one-man team. I told you, he's been found out. He had Neto. By the way, George Mendes, if you're watching, get Neto to Forest, man. Podence and Jota. That's my dream three.
You got to be thinking Portuguese now. You talk about going Dutch or going Brazilian.
And I want Neves as well, Mendes. There's my shopping list. And if you can, get Renato Sanchez in just as backup. And then get, what's his face? The goalkeeper. Patrice Rui. Rui Patrice. Which way around is it? I forgot.
Rui Patrice. Oh, Sarr. You just get Sarr in from Wolves, man. It's very easy.
Sarr. Yeah. And then also, if you can get Ramos in from PSG, because he's not doing great, and that'll do for this first window. That'll do. Let's just go full Portuguese, man. Screw it. And then maybe Ronaldo at the end of the season just to sell some shirts. Yeah, that's what I meant, James. That's what I meant. Anyway, Wolves are crap. I'm saying it now. Neto, without Neto, they're crap. I'm sorry, they couldn't beat Steve Cooper Forest. That's embarrassing. Chelsea, I have no clue about how to judge them. I'm done with Chelsea. I'm done with
Cuckoo time. It's surely in Cuckoo time.
My boy in Cuckoo's back. All right, they've won. That's 3-0. And Cuckoo, I am telling you, is going to have the hottest second half to the season you've ever seen a player have in the Premier League. I guarantee you, he is one of the best players in the league by a country mile. I don't want Connor Cody. He's crap. Yeah, it's not much of a shopping. It's only about 300 mil. I'm going 3-0 Chelsea. I'm putting my stake in the ground right now. 3-0 Chelsea if and Cuckoo plays.
Chelsea, man. Yep. It's not even a start, man.
No, so I mean, no, he won't start. That's the thing. So I've got them down for a win, and Nkunku is mainly the reason why. He'll come on in the second half, and he might even score while they're tired or something, but he won't be starting at least for the next few games. That's what Pochettino confirmed anyway. Pochettino said it. Yeah.
Oh, fine, I'll go Nuno.
There you go. You're knocking a goal off. That was a good goal right there.
He was going to have a hat trick, and there's only a brace.
I'm backing my
we'll
man,
get to-
man. I'm backing Gaza. I'm going 2-1
Wolf.
Wolves.
He did it last
What
time
are
and
you
he
seeing in
failed
that
you.
team teacher, man? What are you seeing in him?
He's going to turn it around, man. Trust. They're better at home, man. They should have beat you. They're unlucky at West Ham. I feel like he's due a win, man. And he's due all them points that he got robbed by VAR. VAR might rob him again and Chelsea might win, but I'm backing him, man. Gaza to win 2-1.
That's what I'm talking about, Vinny. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, just to let you guys know, there's going to be obviously Boxing Day matches. We ain't going to be doing a predictor stream before it, so you're going to have to fill it out yourselves without getting the expert panel's opinions on the scorelines, right? So make sure you get those in. Tonight at 8:30, we got Gore, where I've tasked, if Ant's still here, hurry up and send me your team. So the Gore panel are going to be predicting their team lineup for what Nuno's going to do tomorrow against Bournemouth. This time tomorrow, Forest will be 3 points higher up in the league. That's how confident I am. So we'll be back at 8:30 tonight for Gore. Make sure you've hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Go get yourself some. You've sent it. All right, finally. And we'll see you at 8:30 for, well, it's not going to be grumpy old Reds, happy old Reds, which probably makes us whore right now. So instead of Gore, we'll see you then. You Reds.